兄弟姐妹们你好，我希望你一切都好，此刻我很好，感谢上帝赐予这一天。我有话要说，我不想，我知道我必须这样做。世界上有很多问题，我知道我很聪明，我正在努力帮助。现在，如果你认为我攻击你，那是你的心态，而不是我的。我为和平与爱说话，不要混淆。你准备好了吗？谢谢你的时间，我爱你们。
If a harmful mindset becomes of the majority, it is then the remaining conscious members' responsibility to make it their life work to warn the others, for the sake of species perseverance, and for the sake of all life on this planet as we know it.
再次感谢上帝。
I have therefore chosen this time and place to discuss a topic on which ignorance too often abounds, the truth too rarely perceived, and that is the most important topic on earth, peace. The kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living, is the kind that enables men and nations to grow and build a better life for their children, peace for all men and women.
What does it mean to dream? It's not as simple as it seems. Focus and believe in times of change. It must be deep inside your soul. You never let it go. Let it take control. If it burns inside, play a role.
Success and no failures, a road paved with failures. We'll have you dying inside, revive you, bring you to life. I have painted a glass, I have printed a draft. In this space and our ash, in this space and our ash.
As consistent as the cloud, water eroding rocks, victorious mountain top, hunger skies never stop.
Success and no failures, a road paved with failures. We'll have you dying inside, revive you, bring you to life. I have painted a glass, I have printed a draft. In this space and our ash, in this space and our ash.
peace in our time, but peace in all time.
Gracias nuevamente por su interés. We must never, ever be afraid or hesitant to speak openly on camera, in the streets, with family, about the rights of the people. We cannot be afraid to talk about the rights of the people, or we will lose them. There's no other way about it. That's not my opinion. That's not my outlook. It's not my rule. It's the rule. I know I've said some things recently about government and the economy. Now, I'm not saying any names or dates because I understand the sensitivity of what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm only speaking about the rights of the people. The government works for the people, not the other way around. And it can't be the other way around because the government is strictly for money, and they have to be. There's a job there. But if the minds of the people are only led by the minds that are following only the money, we become corporate slaves. It's just the way it goes. And that's why government has to work for the people. The main function of having government is to protect the people from a massive gap in the economy. That's not my rule. That's the rule. If they're not going to protect us financially, when we have a world crisis, like say a pandemic, well, what the fuck is the point in having them there? What are we paying into? What are we doing all that for? If it's not for our own protection in times of crisis. And the world hasn't seen a time of crisis like this. Well, not in our lifetime. And this is when our government is supposed to show us that all those years that we paid into and we worked to build for was going to be well worth it, because right now we need them to be mentally mature and stand for us. That's not my opinion. That's not my rule. That's the understanding and agreement of the people. The whole point in having government is we pay in and we do it, but if tragedy strikes, they're there to protect us. If they're only going to allow a larger economic gap to occur, that's hurting the population. And if you're in government, you should understand the danger a large gap in the economy is going to cause to the population. I'm not afraid to talk about it because it's not my rule. It's the rule. And I'm really not attacking anybody. I am coming forward with the rights of the people. I'm trying to help other human beings be healthier physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you are threatened by someone discussing the rights of the people, well, you're not going to support something you're threatened by. If you're threatened by the rights of the people, well, you're not for the people. Logically, if you are for the people, what are you suggesting is correct if it's not the rights of the people? If you want to be for the people, what is it exactly that you want for the people? Because the people have rights that have been there and agreed upon. Those rights are there for a reason. So if somebody feels threatened by me, you piece it together. Because I am for all human beings. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be kind. You're supposed to think about your fellow man and your sisters and your brothers and the people around you. We all have lives and emotions and energy. We all have needs. Our children have needs. And a lot of us, with the economy gap, we can't even supply what our children need. And we're supposed to just sit here and take it. and not speak up. I love my children more than that. And I know the rights of the people. With that said, Tingle Gate Ear, thanks again for your time.
我爱你们。
Pax omnibus. Gradius Deo.
The kind of peace that makes life on earth